The Russian Railways holding is a major and one of the most influential segments of the Russian economy. It holds the key place in the country's transportation system, providing more than 45% of cargo transportation and over a quarter of passenger transportation. In Russia, the Russian Railways holding forms 1.7% of the country's GDP, 1.5% of state taxes, and up to 4% of capital investment. The Russian Railways holding is a significant part of the biggest railway global systems. It holds the second place in the world and the first place in Europe in the length of the railroad infrastructure and electric lines, the second place in the world and the first place in Europe in cargo transportation. It is among 10 largest companies in the world and is the third largest passenger transportation company in Europe, holding the leading positions in the world with the main efficiency indexes: intensity of energy consumption for transportation, intensity of the infrastructure exploitation, locomotive capacity, transportation net costs, and low greenhouse gases emission. The strategic target of the Russian Railways holding is to provide permanent high competition level in the global transportation and logistics market by applying cutting-edge technologies and equipment, by improving and bringing to the next level the services processes, by elevating the customer satisfaction level. World researches show that to make a railway company function ever more efficiently, it's most important to implement innovative techniques in the everyday workflow, which suggests doing it systematically in both technical and organizational aspects of the process. Today, the main document which explores in detail the ideas and strategies of scientific and technological development of the Russian Railways holding until 2020 is the White Book. Also touches upon the strategies for the future development until 2025. The development of the White Book was based upon thorough analysis of technical and technological problems existing in the Russian Railways holding evolution, upon the achievements in the scientific and technological researches, the results of the previous company strategies fulfillment applied from 2007 to 2015, also upon the world railway transportation tendencies development and Russian economy, science and technology development. In order to achieve the set objectives of the innovation development, the Russian Railways holding developed certain programs in this field for the period of 2016-2020. The new program will fully comply with the structural changes of the holding and the state authority demands in the part of innovative development programs of partially government-invested companies. The forming of the program will finish in 2016. In 2007-2015, the Russian Railways holding generally managed to overcome technical lag of the Russian Railways transportation. New locomotives, electric trains and track machines have no competition on the 1520 territory and are being provided in great numbers to the country's railway system. There are no foreign analogues to the high integration level control systems, the methodology of the infrastructure of the tech support management including an acceptable risk level, the infrastructure diagnostics complexes mounted on high-speed passenger trains, and above all the engines using condensed natural gas as fuel. A lot of attention in the Russian Railways holding is paid to the growth of the high-speed transportation system. Despite skeptic opinions, the high-speed Sapsan trains shuttling between Moscow and St. Petersburg completely changed the passenger transportation system between the two capitals. Taking into consideration the evolution of the amount of passengers on this route, in 2014 it was decided to use double-length Sapsan trains, which made them the longest high-speed trains in the world. In 2015, the construction of the fourth main rail between Moscow and Krukovo was accomplished, which made it possible to raise the number of high-speed trains in both directions and to give a start to the local high-speed train Lastishka to run between Moscow and Tver. In 2015, the construction of a high-speed rail between Moscow and Kazan was started, which also gives an opportunity to extend it further up to Yekaterinburg. The completion of this project will allow to satisfy the growing demand for high-speed passenger transportation, shorten the passenger traveling time, and to provide a new higher level of service. This project delivers reliability and safety of transportation to the highest degree and provides the best level of comfort to the passengers. In order to accomplish these targets, it's essential to employ contemporary technologies and means of their implementation. In future, it's supposed to prolong the rail further on and to connect with the China HSR. For the first time in history, alongside with the passenger transportation, they plan to start using cargo trains on the high-speed rail. In order to achieve this, it's planned to start designing engines and railroad cargo cars with work speed up to 120 km per hour and even more in perspective. The innovative development of the railroad transportation system is closely connected with other industries' development. It will contribute to a stable economic growth and make Russia one of the countries with competitive industrial production in many fields.